Good afternoon. My name is Steve Corona, and I am the Executive Director at Latinos Count, and I have the pleasure of talking with Brooke Dyson and Mariana Glover with Fort Wayne Community Schools. We're talking about jobs, careers, and internships. The city, Fort Wayne Community Schools is one of the city's largest employers, and I know there are shortages, and we're going to talk about that, and we'll figure out what this school district is looking for. But first of all, if we could step back and talk about the number of people on the school payroll right now.
Yeah, so Fort Wayne Community School, like you mentioned, we're one of the largest school districts in Indiana. We have about 30,000 students. Therefore, that's roughly about 4,000 employees that we typically have in our school system. So very high need and a lot of room for opportunity and growth.
So Brooke, could you or Mariana describe what your hiring needs are going to be through the second quarter of 2022 or through June 30th of next year?
Yeah, we are currently, and that need will continue to hire teachers, substitute teachers, bus drivers, special education assistants, and school assistants as well. So we're continuously looking for individuals in those areas.
Teachers, principals, and admin positions, even like substitute teaching positions, also require a college degree. And then we also have other jobs such as bus drivers, lifeguards, school assistants, secretary positions, security positions that do not require a college degree.
Okay. And so let's talk about the hiring process. Can one of you walk us through that hiring process? Does it start online?
Yes, all applications start online. The hiring manager reviews all the applications. Then they will set up an interview for candidates they wish to bring in for, and if they're interested in them. Hiring managers will then go through and pick their top candidates, and a position will be extended. And then we would submit that to HR, and from there we kind of go through the HR paperwork, and we complete the background reference check and drug screen. And then once all that stuff comes through, you'll officially get a start date.
Now, I've got to believe, as one of the city's largest employers, you get a lot of applications. So as you take a look at resumes and applications, what exactly are you looking for?
Some of the things that we look at, employment history, just to learn and see what candidates have been doing, get to learn a little bit more about their relevant skill set, transferable skills, and their educational background. So this is what we look at to kind of get a sense of where the candidates are as far as skill set.
Mariana and Brooke, tell me what factors might eliminate an applicant's consideration for a job with Fort Wayne Community Schools.
Any type of like falsification as far as your background or your prior work experience, and like bad criminal background when we run that reference check.
Our viewing audience is going to consist largely of high school students and students in college. So before they graduate from either high school or college, might you encourage those students to consider a class or two that would improve their chances of being hired by the school district? What would you advise?
It would really depend on what career path they're wanting to go into. There may be areas where it makes more sense for them to pursue math or sciences. Whereas if they are pursuing a different area, it may be writing skills or public speaking. So I would say as you are figuring out what to do with your future, look for those positions to see what employers are looking for so that you can plan ahead and figure out what classes are going to challenge you to become just a successful candidate, so that when you put your application, your resume, you have the skills, you have the background that will help you apply for those jobs.
Does it matter if a student's record reflects extracurricular activities. A student participated on an athletic team or band or performed community service. Are you looking at those types of indicators on an application or resume? Are they tiebreakers?
Yeah, so when we are looking at those applicants, we're looking for well-rounded individuals that have different skill sets. A lot of times, what we do see a lot when there's like babysitting jobs, you want to make sure you list that as well because anything working with kids, definitely a plus.
Never would have thought of that. So that's an excellent tip. Now, let's put jobs aside. What about internship opportunities? Does the district offer paid and unpaid internships for young people?
Occasionally, we do offer paid internships. It really depends on the departments and if whether they're looking for that help. And so we'll have those available during those times.
How often does an internship lead to regular full-time employment with Fort Wayne Community Schools?
It definitely can lead to full-time employment with Fort Wayne Community Schools. It just really depends on your performance in that internship. So you want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward when you are in here doing the internship. But because there is a huge possibility, because that's a great pool to pull from when we're looking for our full-time employment.
Okay, let's talk about the culture at the school district. Is the district committed to hiring a diverse workforce?
Yes, Fort Wayne Community Schools is known for being one of the most diverse school districts in Indiana. Our commitment is really to recruit talent that reflect the demographics of our students. Our students come from more than 60 countries and they speak more than 70 languages. They all come from different backgrounds. So we are definitely committed to reflecting that with the people that work at Fort Wayne Community Schools.
With that diverse background of your students, I've got to believe that you might have a need for job candidates that can speak a second language. And what might those languages be?
Yeah, we definitely have a need. We have different positions. We're always looking for translators. We also have ELL, which is English Language Learners positions, and those positions are helping these students that may not have the English might not be their first language. So we're just definitely in the classroom helping those students, kind of making sure everybody understands what's going on or helping them with their work. And we also have teachers. And some of the different languages that you might see in our school district is Burmese, as well as Spanish. Those are kind of the languages that are spoken a lot. And as well, there's 70 languages, so there's many more.
One final question. Tell me about the reason you both are working for Fort Wayne Community Schools. Good place to work?
Yes, Fort Wayne Community Schools is a great place to work. Like I kind of mentioned, one of the really big things is I didn't realize when I started here how big Fort Wayne Community School is. And there's a lot of room for growth and opportunity here at Fort Wayne Community. And I just love working here. It's a really good atmosphere, family atmosphere. And we all work as a team to make sure that we're accomplishing our goals, which is to serve our kids and get them ready for the future.
Mariana, you're a recent hire. Tell me about your experience to date.
It's been great. People are really helpful. They're really here to make changes in the community, really wanting to transform the life of our students. And you really get to do that if you come here and you are working in whatever area that may be. You are really impacting a lot of people just because we serve so many students, and that's a good feeling to have.
Mariana and Brooke, thank you so much for your time and the information you provided us with respect to jobs, careers, and internships with Fort Wayne Community Schools. Thanks again.